Hello gamers! Welcome back to our channel. If you're as excited as we are about the upcoming PlayStation 5 games in 2024, then you're in the right place. So buckle up as we take you through the top 20 PS5 games releasing in 2024 that you absolutely cannot miss. Let's get started! Banishers: Ghosts of New Eden is a third-person action role-playing game. The game is developed by Don't Nod and published by Focus Entertainment. In the game, you assume control of a pair of ghost hunters named Antia Duarte and Red Mac Wraith. The pair goes on a mission to investigate a small but haunted community named New Eden. However, Duarte becomes a ghost in the process. The game is set in New Eden, 1695. Antia Duarte and Red Mac Wraith are lovers and banishers. They are ghost hunters who vowed to protect the living from the threat of lingering ghosts and specters. Following a disastrous last mission, Antia is fatally wounded. She becomes one of the spirits she loathes. The game is free to play and features high-quality graphics. It offers a rich storyline with diverse equipment and a robust talent system. The game is scheduled to release for PlayStation 5, Windows, and Xbox Series X and S on February 13, 2024. Chrono Odyssey is an upcoming next-generation open-world MMORPG. Developed by South Korean studio Pixel, the game is set in the fantasy world of Cetera. The game offers a unique gameplay experience with its chrono element. Players will utilize a powerful artifact to alter time called the Chronotector. The world of Cetera is filled with unexplored regions, rewards, and riches yet unknown. The game's realistic graphics, dynamic time of day, and weather all contribute to an authentic experience. The combat in Chrono Odyssey resembles that of a faster-paced Elden Ring. The game is developing a combat system that prioritizes controls and unpredictability. Players can switch weapons in real time to gain the upper hand in battle. The class system in Chrono Odyssey adds even more variety to the combat experience, with 6 distinct classes to choose from: Swordsman, Ranger, Sorcerer, Berserker, Paladin, and Assassin. Chrono Odyssey is expected to set a new standard for MMORPGs with its ambitious initiatives to transcend the boundaries of gaming. Towers of Agaspa is an open-world fantasy game developed by Dreamlit Incorporated. The game offers a unique blend of construction and ecosystem management on a fantasy island. Players can build vast settlements and watch them come to life as they're inhabited by members of the Shirmu tribe. The game also allows players to nurture the growth of living, breathing ecosystems composed of fantastical flora and fauna. The game encourages exploration, where players can climb the jaw-dropping vistas, befriend bizarre creatures, and uncover the rich history of the sacred island Agaspa. Players can also visit their friends' unique islands to get ideas for how to develop their own, or invite everyone to their island to explore, harvest, or just hang out together. Convaleria is an upcoming game that is being developed by Long Force, a China-based developer. It is a key game for the China Hero Project and is a multiplayer online shooting action game. The game is a fast-paced, action shooter that places teamwork and tactics at the heart of its gameplay. It blends player versus player and player versus environment elements, allowing players to travel through a unique world where science fiction and fantasy intertwine. Players seek to reconstruct distant memories from a long-forgotten past. They can work together to take down large bosses using a diverse collection of weapons and combat styles. For more combative players, they can go head-to-head with up to 100 fellow combatants in missions to secure resources in an openly hostile game world. The development team of Convaleria has combined a playful art style, high-speed battles, and a deep, rich world to provide their own take on the action shooter genre. The game is expected to deliver a play experience that will have players coming back for more. Crimson Desert is an open-world action-adventure game developed by Pearl Abyss. The game is set in the vast, divided continent of Pyrule. It offers a gritty realism that precedes aesthetic beauty. The game unfolds a story of survival where mercenaries struggle to persist in the harsh realm of Pyrule. Players' actions influence the story, whether they intend to or not. The game is filled with mythical beasts, maniacal rulers, and hostile mercenaries that pose threats to all. Crimson Desert offers a variety of gameplay elements. There are dropkick-heavy sword fights, horseback archery, and even activities like fishing. The player character can interact with the environment in various ways, such as petting a dog or playing a flute. The game was originally planned as a prequel to Black Desert Online, but it has since evolved into its own standalone IP. It shares some themes with Black Desert Online, but it's not directly linked to its story. Crimson Desert is highly anticipated for its detailed and abundant experience, offering a vast amount of content to uncover. Dragon's Dogma 2 is an upcoming single-player, narrative-driven action RPG developed and published by Capcom. The game is set to be released on March 22, 2024, more than a decade after the first game. It will be available on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. The sequel features an all-new story set in a parallel world to the original game, introducing new characters, geopolitical factions, and conflicts surrounding the dragon. Players can choose their own experience, from the appearance of their arisen, their vocation, their party, how to approach different situations, and more. The game is set in a truly immersive fantasy world woven by exquisite graphics, artificial intelligence, and physics technology. The pawn system allows players to feel as if accompanied through this single-player game. The Deluxe Edition includes the base game and the add-on A Boon for Adventurers New Journey Pack. The game is directed by Hideaki Itsuno and produced by Yoshiaki Hirabayashi. Anatria, The Last Song is an upcoming action RPG game inspired by Italian folklore and culture. Set in a sunlit world, the game offers a unique twist on the Souls-like genre. The world of Anatria is held in an unnatural stasis by the Canovaccio, a twisted eternal play. As the maskless one, you are free from a given role and are the master of your destiny. Your mission is to defeat the authors of the Canovaccio and free the world from stagnation. The game allows you to don the masks of your fallen foes, each enabling new ways to play with its own strengths and weaknesses. You can swap between up to 3 customizable loadouts at any time. Another unique feature is the power of Ardor, which allows you to dynamically alter reality. This power can be used to solve puzzles, reveal secrets, traverse the world, and gain a strategic edge in battles. Anatria, The Last Song promises a thrilling adventure filled with danger, mystery, and innovation. Final Fantasy VII, Rebirth, a game that's much awaited, is set to release on February 29, 2024. A PlayStation 5 exclusive, a remake of a classic, with new elements endeared. Developed by Square Enix, masters of the RPG genre, Final Fantasy VII, Rebirth is sure to be a stunner. With Cloud Strife as the protagonist, in a world that's post-industrial, the game's narrative and mechanics are nothing but substantial. The game features real-time combat, with a strategic twist and a storyline that's compelling. It's sure to persist in the hearts of gamers, both old and new. Final Fantasy VII, Rebirth, a game of fantasy, action, and might, is sure to offer players an unforgettable gaming night. Flintlock, The Siege of Dawn is an upcoming action RPG open-world adventure game developed by A44 Games. The game is set in the lands of Kian, which are besieged by the gods and their armies of the dead. Players assume the role of Norvanek, an elite member of the Coalition Army, and are accompanied by Enki, a mysterious fox-like creature. The game offers a blend of axe-wielding, gunplay, and magic. The open world of Flintlock is divided into 3 different regions. Players can partake in different side activities, which may change the state of the game's world and its population. The game also features a challenging combat system. Executing enemies using Norse axe will refill ammo for her flintlock weapons, while killing enemies with her flintlock firearms will restore armor. The game is currently being developed by A44 Games, the studio behind Action. It is set to be released for Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One and Xbox Series X and S in 2024. Gothic Remake is the highly anticipated reimagining of the classic role-playing game Gothic. The game is being developed by THQ Nordic, known for their expertise in creating immersive role-playing games. The full release of the game is scheduled for the second half of 2024. The game continues the Gothic series, which is renowned for its rich storytelling and complex characters. The title remake suggests a complete overhaul of the original game, promising improved graphics, gameplay, and possibly new content. Like its predecessor, the game is expected to feature a mix of combat, exploration, and decision-making. Players can likely expect to see familiar faces from the original game, as well as new characters. The game setting, the Kingdom of Murtana, is a world filled with diverse cultures, dangerous creatures, and political intrigue. Choices made by players are expected to have significant impacts on the game's story. Killing Floor 3 is an upcoming action horror first-person shooter game developed by Tripwire Interactive. The game is set in the year 2091, 70 years after the events of Killing Floor 2. It revolves around a group of survivors fighting against hordes of mutated monsters known as Zeds. Players will take on the role of a Nightfall specialist, joining forces with up to 5 teammates as they battle their way through waves of enemies. The game features a variety of modes such as Survival, Objective, Endless, and PvP. Players can earn dash, unlock skills, and build the ultimate arsenal. The game is set in a war-ravaged dystopian future. The game will be available on PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and S. The release date for Killing Floor 3 has not been officially announced yet. However, it is expected to arrive in late 2024. Crystalla is an upcoming dark fantasy action RPG developed by Astral Clock Tower Studios. Set in a world steeped in magic and mystery, the game offers players a rich and immersive gaming experience. In Crystalla, players assume the role of a feral warrior gifted with the power of Crystalla. This unique ability allows players to navigate through the game's intricate world, battling enemies and uncovering secrets along the way. The game setting is a blend of fantasy and mysticism, creating a unique atmosphere that sets it apart from other RPGs. The world of Crystalla is filled with diverse landscapes, from lush forests to ancient ruins, each filled with challenges and treasures. One of the key features of Crystalla is its combat system. Players will need to master a variety of weapons and magic abilities to overcome the game's many challenges. Crystalla is expected to be released in the fourth quarter of 2024. Little Nightmares 3 is an upcoming survival horror adventure game developed and published by Bandai Namco Entertainment. It is the sequel to Little Nightmares and Little Nightmares 2. The game is set in a dystopian world where players control new protagonists, Lo and Alone. In Little Nightmares 3, you follow the journey of Lo and Alone as they search for a path that could lead them out of the nowhere. Trapped within a spiral, a cluster of disturbing places, the two friends will have to work together to survive in a dangerous world full of delusions and escape the grasp of an even greater threat lurking in the shadows. The game's development has been shifted from Tarsia Studios to Supermassive Games. The game is expected to release in 2024. Level 0 is an upcoming asymmetric survival horror PvP game. Developed by Doghall Games and published by Tiny Build, the game is set in a space station. As a scientist, your main weapon against the creatures is light. You must work together with your team to repair the broken objectives and escape. Your success depends on how well you coordinate and manage your consumables wisely. The game features an opposing team of two creatures that hunt the scientists from the shadows using various telepathic abilities, ambush tactics, and electricity manipulation skills. The year is 2058. A group of researchers from the New Horizons Corporation has embarked on a long-awaited space expedition to explore unknown corners of the universe. Their ship has finally reached its destination planet of Turian, but they are unaware of the catastrophic consequences their voyage will yield. Level 0 offers a unique gameplay experience with its innovative mechanics and thrilling narrative. It is expected to be a standout title in the survival horror genre. Lost Soul Aside is a stunning action RPG developed by solo developer Altazero Games and published by Sony Interactive Entertainment. The story follows Alara, a young woman who awakens in a strange and dangerous world with no memory of her past. Accompanied by a spectral mage named Salus, Alara must unravel the mysteries of this world and find her way back home. The combat is fast-paced and stylish, reminiscent of games like Devil May Cry and Bayonetta. Alara can wield a variety of weapons, including swords, katanas, and spears, and she can also unleash powerful magical attacks. The world of Lost Soul Aside is a blend of Eastern and Western influences, with lush environments, neon-lit cities, and ancient ruins. The game is also full of secrets to discover, such as hidden collectibles and optional boss fights. Lost Soul Aside has been praised for its visuals, which are some of the best on the PlayStation 5. The game also features a memorable soundtrack that perfectly complements the atmosphere. New Arcline is an upcoming game that promises to be a thrilling addition to the RPG genre. Developed by the Ukrainian studio Dream8 and published by Fulcrum, it's set in a world of arcane magic and steampunk revolution. The game is a single-player, party-based RPG that emphasizes a rich storyline. Players will be able to explore a unique world where magic and technology coexist, leading to a variety of interesting gameplay mechanics. The game setting is a blend of fantasy and steampunk, offering a fresh take on both genres. The world is filled with arcane magic, but also features a steampunk revolution, creating a unique atmosphere. New Arcline is set to be released in 2024, although the exact date has not been announced yet. The anticipation for this game is high, and it's expected to offer a captivating gaming experience. Star Wars Outlaws is an upcoming game that promises to be a thrilling addition to the Star Wars universe. Developed by Massive Entertainment and published by Ubisoft under license by Lucasfilm Games, it's set in the iconic Star Wars universe. The game is an open-world Star Wars game set between the events of The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. This timeline offers a rich backdrop for the game, filled with familiar characters and locations. In Star Wars Outlaws, players will have the opportunity to explore the galaxy far, far away like never before. The open-world design allows for a high degree of freedom and exploration, immersing players in the Star Wars universe. The game's setting and storyline are expected to be deeply intertwined with the broader Star Wars lore, offering a fresh perspective on the events between the two iconic films. Steel Seed is an upcoming single-player stealth action adventure game developed by Storm in a Teacup. Set in a dark sci-fi world, the game takes you on an epic journey inside a hostile underground facility run by AIs. The protagonist of the game is Zoe, who is alone with Kobe, a flying drone, as her only companion. The last survivors of Earth, who are being kept safe underground by AI machines following mankind's own near destruction of the planet, find themselves up against a new threat. The game features a varied combat stealth system and an incredibly deep and emotional storytelling. It's an epic journey that will test your humanity. The game is set to release in 2024. Storm in a Teacup, the developer of the game, previously developed the 2019 horror game Close to the Sun. Steelseed represents the most challenging project till now for Storm in a Teacup. The First Descendant is a third-person looter shooter powered by Unreal Engine 5. It's developed by Nexon Games Company, Ltd. The game is free to play and features high-quality graphics. You become a Descendant and fight for the survival of humanity. Descendants have unique abilities to tackle both solo and co-op missions. Up to 4 players can use varied mechanics to defeat giant bosses. The game offers a rich storyline with diverse equipment and a robust talent system. It features 9 distinct shooting styles. Each style is born from a unique blend of talents, equipment, and visceral shooting mechanics. Players can team up with friends, build guilds, and undertake uniquely designed challenges. The game also features PvP zones where players can face off against other wanderers. Players can also occupy challenging medium and large-sized bases. The game offers a high degree of freedom and combat strategy. The combat system involves cover shooting elements. Vampire: The Masquerade Bloodlines 2 is an upcoming action RPG set in the world of darkness, a universe filled with alluring and dangerous characters. The game is developed by the Chinese Room and published by Paradox Interactive. In the game, you play as an elder vampire in modern-day Seattle, a city on the brink of an open war. You'll meet power players, form alliances, and decide who will rule and what the city will become. The game offers a rich narrative and immersive RPG experience. Your character's clan choice affects your playstyle and approach, offering unique roleplay elements. The game also features visceral, immersive combat that rewards different playstyles. The missions are well-rounded, and the game brings back many nostalgic memories of its predecessor. The city of Seattle is atmospheric and wonderfully dark, providing an intriguing backdrop for the unfolding drama. The game is highly anticipated and is expected to meet high expectations. Despite its troubled development, there's hope that it will deliver a unique and satisfying vampire RPG experience.